I'm definitely using a Coke can right now to rest my phone on. So my living room is different, so now you can see the TV behind me. Because I have an addiction to rearranging furniture. Like, it's probably about 100 times worse right now because we can't go outside, and so I can't like get away from my furniture and the clutter of life with 4 kids. So I almost rearrange my furniture almost at least once a month, if not every other weekend. It's a little ridiculous. I need spring and summer so I can get out of my house and stop doing it. But yeah, so we rearranged furniture today and cleaned house and stuff. Yesterday we finalized the divorce. I'm officially not married to the kids' father anymore. It was a big moment. It was monumentous. I've been in like this weird stage of like this weird combat mode of like get it done, move ahead, get this divorce done, get the divorce done, fight, figure out what we need to do, push, and so I've been in like combat mode, like just get it all done. And yesterday when the court commissioner said that he was ordering the divorce and was approving our MSA and blah blah blah, it was like as soon as he said like you are divorced, my whole world spun around for like a minute, and I was like, whoa, I'm not married anymore. I am no longer a Mrs. So it's a new world. And I mean, I've been married for 8 years, and you think you're gonna be married forever. Like, that's, people don't go into marriage thinking like this is temporary. You go into marriage thinking that's for it. That's it. That's for life. It really hurt at first, and I actually have a couple of friends who are divorced, and even though there was a couple of them that they're the ones that asked for the divorce, I sent them messages that I talked to, and I was like, I didn't realize this would suck, even though I'm the one that asked for it. And they were like, nope, I get it. And it was really nice to have people who get it. And it did suck for a few hours, and it was like, wow, I'm not married. This is weird. This is not what I expected. My life has just changed. Now it feels good. Now it feels really good. It's done. And I think it will change mine and his relationship drastically for the better, because we won't have anything to fight about in that realm. And yeah, we can argue about things with the kids and whatever, but at the end of the day, I think both of us will do what is actually best for the kids, even if it's not always what both of us want. I would think, and I would hope, but I have this viewpoint about the divorce that if we just make it a positive thing and not a negative thing, then it won't hurt them as much. And it hasn't really. Like, Theo is a little sad Daddy won't live with us, and he's kind of confused by Daddy coming to visit but not living with us and stuff like that. But really, over the grand scheme of things, like, they ask why, but they don't, one, grasp it, and two, I don't know if they'll care if we just keep it a positive thing. I get it, divorce isn't like everything people want it to be, but it is what it is at this point. And so I think that we can do that, especially now that we're done, and that part of it's done. The marriage part of it is done. We don't have anything to fight about with that. We don't have anything to throw at each other because we're not married. He is not my husband. And that makes me happy. I don't have to deal with that part of him anymore. I can just deal with the let's parent these children part. I'm still not going to go too into detail out of respect, but like, it was a volatile marriage. It got drug out, I feel, even. It was just volatile. And this is the best choice. This is the best choice for our kids and for each of us to have a chance to find something better, and for our kids to have a happy childhood with happy parents and happy memories. And so I'm looking forward to the future and seeing what happens and comes of all of this. Moving into the single world, I haven't brought up much about dating because it's felt a little weird because I was still married and going through the divorce, and honestly, it hasn't been my main focus. It's been an interesting focus entering this world of I can date again when I have time, of course, which is not very often, but I can. I have no drive or ambition to wind up in a relationship that's gung-ho right now or anything. I want to do this part where I'm with the kids, and my focus is kids, and my focus is my friends, and my lady warriors, and the guys in my life that are my really good friends. You guys have seen Helen. Scott is one of my best friends ever. I met him a month and a half after I moved back here, and I spend tons of time with him and the dog, and he's just super helpful and one of my best friends. And I have my friend Kyle that I met years ago, actually, but we reconnected and we hang out, and I of course went down and saw Joshua, and I have another friend here named Joshua who's a PhD student and motivates me to read stupid books that I'm never gonna finish, aka Infinite Jest. If you don't know what it is, Google it. There's a cult following. I'm 170 pages in. I started it in December, in case anyone's wondering, and I also own it on Audible. I read a page a day. It's a very hard book, but I'm gonna finish it, Joshua. Don't you worry. I just have really good guy friends, and I have really good girlfriends that I spend time with, and I enjoy spending time with, and I like to make time for, and I make time for my kids, and I make time for everything else I got going on. My priorities are kids, work, the gym, keeping my house clean. The cat falls into the realm of the kids. Look at her, she's the nicest kitty. Family, friends, those are my priorities. So significant other is bottom of the food barrel there. I am not opposed to dating. I'm just not seeking it, and I'm not putting myself out there because I don't have time. Somebody's got to be fully prepared for a lot of shit. So it's an interesting world, being single again. And it's also kind of interesting to be single and confident, because I was not confident pre-marriage days. Not really. I mean, I felt pretty, but I feel more than pretty. I feel proud of myself for all the things that I've done. I've been thinking about the things that I've accomplished today. I got my college degree, or my college diploma degree. Sorry, college degree. I got my bachelor's today, in the mail, sheet of paper, hang on the wall. So excited. Might even take it to work and hang it there because I want more people to see it. But I'm really proud of myself because I've worked on that for 10 years, and I did it through having 4 kids, and I graduated, and I just did it. So, and I've ran 6 half marathons, and I'm fully determined to run a marathon at the end of this year. And I want to run a 2-hour half marathon if I can, push myself. And I'm running 5Ks in 27 minutes or less, and I can run multiple times a week, and my body is just leaner and fitter, and I'm stronger than I've ever been. And I mean, I'm really proud of myself for my accomplishments and for standing up for myself, and standing up for my children, and standing up for our happiness, and standing up for being happy. And I'm really proud of myself for finding value in female friendships, because I feel like I didn't have that before. I'm really proud of myself for finding value in platonic friendships, because before I felt like my self-worth was driven by men wanting me, and I needed them to want me to feel like I was worthy. And I have learned that that's not the only value, like that's the only thing that I'm worthy of. And that has actually come a lot even with the end of the marriage and having my male friends that I have now, like finding worth in this, my ability to connect with people and care about people and trying to be genuine and those things. I'm finding a lot of value in my life that is outside of that stuff. So I'm feeling, I don't know, it's weird to be single and so confident and able to stand up for myself and feel strong. And I don't know, I'm hopeful that that will lead to a better relationship maybe one day, or at the very least I'll have some really killer friendships, and that'll be enough. So I'm officially single. I'm not married. My status is now divorced. And I'm back to my maiden name, and it's one door closed, one project I had to check a box off of, and so now I don't have to stress about that anymore, and now I can focus on this life right here in front of me. And I'm really looking forward to it. It's nice to just not to be doing that paperwork or stressing anymore. So the kid's dad will come to visit them this week. I am, with his permission, thinking of posting a video of when they get to see him. They haven't seen him in 7 months. And the last time they saw him, it was a pretty abrupt situation because we had to get out of there so fast. We are kind of winging the situation because we don't really know what it'll be like. We are trying to be as civil as we can be and make sure we work together on making it a good situation for the kids, because the kids come first, and I want to make sure that we're doing everything we can to make it best by them. He will stay here with us and them, and that is so the kids don't have to be uprooted, and they also get ample amount of time with him, and he gets to be dad the entire time. So they get to experience all of that. It'll be a shift. We're doing things, I think, drastically different from most people because of the situation at hand, with him being military and there being so many of them. That 4 is a lot and they're so little. When they're older, it'll get a little easier and it'll probably transition to a more typical arrangement, but right now we're doing what works for a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a almost 8-month-old. So we both have to put aside some of our comforts and do this for them. So they will get their first visitation, and that'll be interesting. And yeah, it's bound to be an interesting week. So, but yeah, I hope you guys took care of yourselves and did some self-care today. I got to go for a 3-mile run. Angie, when she gets sick, she'll get like a viral cold or something, it'll like come out of her eyes. She does not have pink eye because they do not itch and the eye is not pink, but she gets goopies. And so I didn't want to take her to Pet Care, to the daycare, like that. The daycare at the gym. I didn't want to take her there like that because I felt that was rude and would make them feel alarmed. And so I had a friend come over to sit with her and Zoe while I took the boys to the daycare, and I went for a 3-mile run. Oh, there's Angie. And then tomorrow I will take her son for a few hours because he assimilates in our family and hangs out with my boys. So, and I like thinking my friends as kids. I don't know, I like feeling like they're family. So I'm gonna deal with not sick kid. I'm gonna deal with a kid who can't sleep without me, and I'm gonna get some sleep myself. And yeah, I'm hopeful for my future and whiny Angie's future and the boys' future and Zoe's future. So I hope you guys had wonderful days, and I'm clearly having a fantastic hair day after my shower. So I'll go tend to her now. But yeah.